Welcome to Something About Web3. I'm your host, Dan. I'm here with Kazuaki.
Good to be back.
Yes, we're back. I was thinking about the show. We don't really talk about Web3 that much anymore. So I don't know if it should be something about Elon Musk, something about,
Oh yeah.
I don't know what, Federal Reserve, something about yay. Um, anyway, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Dollar weakening, Federal Reserve comments, GeoHot tearing shit up at Twitter, everyone piling on Infura all of a sudden. I guess they changed their privacy policy. SBF looking like a 5-year-old boy who was caught, I don't know, with his dick in the cookie jar or something. And Kanye on InfoWars yesterday spitting some, I don't know what, looking like Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe, and much, much more. So stay tuned. Well, I want to talk about that GPT-3 thing too.
Oh yeah.
That shit crazy.
That's a hot topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, how was your Thanksgiving, Kazuaki?
Pretty chill.
Yeah, Japanese Thanksgiving's a little bit more chill, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Not really celebrating anything, but
No
like
turkey.
no turkey.
Yeah.
How about yours?
Yeah, it was good. We had some ham,
Yeah. That's nice.
mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, all that good stuff. Doing it proper,
Mm.
but ham instead of turkey for some reason. Um, the holidays, it's always tough if you go back and see your family. And if you've been in crypto, I'm sure it's been impossible to resist the urge to talk to your family about crypto.
Mm.
Maybe you even told your family to buy crypto. And maybe you even told them to use a site like FTX to do so.
Yeah.
Right? So what do you do when you go back home and your parents are like, hey, we lost all that money because of what you told us to do? It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Do you ever give your family advice on crypto or anything like that?
Not my family, but like I
Yeah.
had a small, high school friends reunion last
Mm.
week.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's good to talk to like like normal people,
Yeah.
and then like we haven't talked to those kind of people for a while, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
we always talk with Web3 people and
Mm-hmm.
crypto people, and then like no one really pay attention to Bitcoin or Ethereum at all. I was surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
That is surprising. I thought normies were all. Well, I thought normies hated it in general.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are considered as like scams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the with normies, they're they're kind of like lemmings, they just
Hmm.
follow the crowd
Yep.
in general.
Hmm.
So if they're not into crypto already, and then you're telling them to get in, if it was a good time for them to get in, they're not going to do it. And if it's a
Right.
bad time for them to get in, they are going to get
Yep.
in, because
Yep.
that's the bad time to get in is when everyone else has already gotten in and FOMO is at its peak, right?
Yep. Yep.
And a good time to get in is times like now, maybe
Hmm.
we'll see,
That's true.
when everyone is fleeing and Bitcoin is whatever it is, 17K around there, right?
Hmm.
Um, so that's the problem. I think that's the big problem with normies. They won't get in when
Right.
they should,
Right.
because they're normies.
Hmm.
And if they would get in, then they wouldn't be normies. They'd be risk takers, and they would be
Yeah. They will be the victim.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they're the exit liquidity, I guess. So don't
Mm.
make your friends exit liquidity. Just treat your friends like friends and don't talk to them about crypto, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
Or, I mean, we're supposed to like do mass adoption and stuff. They'll figure it out once we have the central bank digital currencies, right?
Yep.
That'll be the catalyst. So maybe wait until then. By the way, I saw a Binance, this is breaking news. Was it Anchor Wrapped BNB hacked today?
Yeah.
Did you see anything about this?
I saw a Twitter timeline, but I didn't read it.
Apparently, you could mint the Wrapped BNB without like any kind of deposit or anything. So
Wow.
you could just do it.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So that happened. Just goes to show you, like, even in because I saw like a bunch of threads about MEV and stuff this week.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of people who said that they were like retiring from doing it because they said it was too competitive, and you know all the money is gone and all this stuff. And if you look at the charts of MEV over the past year or so, it's gone way down. But there's still a lot out there that's just waiting to be taken. It's just sitting there, you know?
Right.
I mean, I guess you could argue that's kind of more of a hack than MEV if you're minting wrap tokens without depositing. But code is law, so
yep.
I don't know. Make an argument either way there. But I guess it's not really MEV. But how come the MEV bots didn't stop this person from doing it, right? They should have seen this happening. I guess yeah, I don't know. They're not watching Binance closely enough. Binance has an open mempool, right? Binance Smart Chain. So how come someone didn't see this happening? I guess it was too weird of an event. Just someone making Wrapped BNB out of nowhere to try and model that in your bots. But anyway, yeah, I need to get back into MEV.
It seems like it's still there are a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. There's a ton of opportunity for all kinds of on-chain shenanigans. Or, you know, even if you don't want to do MEV, you could be a white hat, right?
Right.
And try stopping
you can
like this.
both of them.
Yeah. But speaking of MEV, I saw there's a new AI chatbot out there, a new version of, I guess, GPT-3. I guess it's not GPT-4. I don't know what it is. It's some upgrade to GPT-3 that has kind of per conversation memories and things like that. Who released this? Some VC fund, right?
No, OpenAI, isn't it?
Oh, is it OpenAI?
Yeah.
Anyway,
apparently, like they're acquired by Microsoft.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
So I saw people started asking questions about MEV and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was quite cool. And someone asked it, like, write a Solidity contract to do this kind of arbitrage.
Yeah.
And, write in Rust a blockchain, a mempool monitor that will look for this type of transaction. it just spits out the code. Like, it's absolutely insane. It's almost enough for me to want to get back into hardcore engineering, because I feel like these tools are just going to radically change the way engineers work.
Yeah, that's how I feel like too. Yeah.
At first, I thought it would be like kind of front end when I saw like GitHub Copilot and things like that. You know, seemed like it was very good at spitting out React type code or HTML and things like that. I didn't realize it was going to be able to write Rust code so quickly.
So
to do seemingly arbitrary and rare things like monitor mempools and things like that. So it's really insane. Have you seen any insane stuff with this new chat model? It's really blowing me away, to be honest.
Yeah, I found the one someone posted it, like, I'm trying to exploit a smart contract like this one, and then he passed I think it was I don't know, what is it called? Some vulnerability in a smart contract, and then like the reply was like, appears contract has a potential reentrancy vulnerability, and then like the bots explained like everything, like withdraw function calls like message.sender call or something like that.
Yeah.
Super cool.
It is really cool.
Yep.
Some people are saying it's going to make Google obsolete very soon because it's quite good at answering all kinds of arbitrary questions. And Google is terrible for answering arbitrary questions now.
Right. Yeah.
Or at least make Stack Overflow obsolete.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw one where the person, so the chatbot, when you boot it up, it says, "Hi, I'm a chatbot and I'm here to answer questions and I'm based on this large language model," or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so the person responded and said, "Oh, hi, excuse me. Actually, that's incorrect. I'm the one who's the chatbot. I'm a large language model and you're the user. And so let me answer a question for you." And then the GPT-3 chatbot started asking them questions about what it meant to be a chatbot and all this stuff. And like what a large language model was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, freaky, right? Oh, no, I'm the AI. You're the human. So why don't you ask me a question? And it just went with it. Yeah. So
that's scary.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary. But quite cool.
Wow.
I mean, I really think we're pretty close to. I don't know. It's. I used to work at AI like a decade ago. I worked a lot more with AI and computer vision and stuff. And at that time, I didn't think we were that close to anything crazy happening. But now I kind of get this weird feeling in my stomach that like the singularity is pretty close.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It seems like internet starts having like collective consciousness.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty weird. Like internet's becoming more like the human brain type of thing.
Yeah.
It's a bit creepy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Collective consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Milady is all about, by the way.
Oh yeah.
If you're unaware.
Yeah.
Collective consciousness of a bunch of 10,000 anime profile pics that all have the same collective consciousness. But in that case, it's very primitive consciousness of pure schizophrenia. But that is kind of the manifesto of Milady posting and all that stuff. Is basically to create a schizophrenic internet culture that is kind of like one giant mass. Anyway, more Milady derivatives are coming out.
Nice.
I told you last week I was going to talk about Milady Station. So there's a PlayStation version of Milady coming out next.
Nice.
It's called Milady Station. So folks can get in on that. And this week I think Milady went to like 0.8 ETH and like flipped a whole bunch of other, like Goblin Town and other quote unquote blue chip NFTs.
Yeah.
So I don't know. People are getting bullish on Milady again. There's been a lot of good derivatives. The Ghibli one. There's one where someone used the AI to do Miladies in the style of Claude Monet, water lily type impressionist paintings. So that one was cool. Anyway, it's never too late to get in on Milady, and everyone loves the derivatives in general. So it's not like there's too many out there. There's one for everyone, really. Which is something I like about it. If you had 0.01 ETH, there's a derivative out there you could buy and you could put on Twitter and start posting like a schizophrenic idiot and be accepted by the community. So, also in general, you could just steal a profile picture and start using it. No one really cares about that either. So, anyway, Milady Station, I think on the 12th. I'll be there. I'll be minting it. So go check it out.
Nice.
You know who else is probably a Milady?
Who?
Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of got that schizophrenic something going, right?
Yeah.
We're recording this on Friday, Japan time, and I think 8 hours ago or 10 hours ago, he was on Alex Jones giving the most insane interview of all time. I hesitate to even call it an interview. I think even
Yeah.
Alex Jones was terrified of what Ye was saying.
Yeah, he seems so embarrassed.
Yeah, which I think is good. I think it's good for someone to go and embarrass Alex Jones for
Hmm.
being made Alex Jones look like a normie.
Yeah, yeah.
Alex Jones, you think you're crazy? Watch this. Well, I mean, he said some very inflammatory things,
Hmm.
but in my opinion, the arc of history, the things that he's saying are going to be accepted. Like
That's
probably
how I
within my
feel like too.
lifetime.
Hmm.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
nobody cares. Like, are you gonna get a Zoomer to care
Hmm.
about Anne Frank or Crystal Knocked or whatever? It's just politics. It's politics from the 1930s and
Hmm.
40s, and Zoomers are much more concerned with things that happened in America.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like we don't. Germany is like it's a country that plays soccer poorly at this point.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
like, but if you look at, I don't know, if you ask Zoomers who are largely, not European ancestry, mixed ancestry, native
Mm.
to the Americas, um, Latino, whatever, African American, just have a different perspective, right?
Yep.
And so when you have Kanye West, who's African American, he goes up there and he's like, He's basically saying, "Who gives a shit about Nazis? Like nobody
Hmm.
cares.
Right.
Everyone's a piece of shit, and you really can't single out the Nazis for being pieces of shit when
Mm.
America genocided Native people in America and blah blah blah. You know, good point, and I see a lot of people like freaking out over him saying it, but the reality is that that's much, in my opinion, that's much more in line with what Zoomers think and what people will think going forward.
Mm.
America is probably going to be the new Germany, and who do you think is the new Hitler? Maybe Donald Trump,
Hmm.
maybe Andrew Jackson. I don't know. Anyway, it's a great. I haven't even got a chance to watch the interview yet. I just saw some clips from Twitter that were
Hmm.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, but he is banned. Elon did ban him. I guess he
Oh
was
wow.
saying in the interview, daring Elon to ban him, and
Oh
so
wow.
Elon did. It's really the power structures are really like disintegrating very quickly
Mm.
these days. Things
Yeah.
like Twitter and Elon Musk and like there's very little principles out there left,
Yeah.
and it's really not sustainable in my opinion. This is not that related, but for some reason it feels related to me. Coinbase came out yesterday and said Apple is blocking their App Store update
Oh
because they
yeah.
want 30% of the Ethereum gas fees for the transactions for NFT sends. And it's like, Apple, like, it's everyone thinks it's insane that you do this 30% bullshit.
Hmm.
And now you're going to come out and start doing this shit? Like, are the people at Apple just stupid or are they greedy? I'm almost inclined to just think they're stupid and that they're the people
Mm.
who do the App Store just don't understand it. And these, back to my earlier point, the power structures of whatever Twitter, Apple, Elon Musk, politics, all this stuff
Hmm.
is like people are just like really stupid these days, and it's just starting to fall apart really quickly.
Yeah.
Um, Anyway, that's my Alex Jones-esque rant on the subject. But I can't believe. What do you think of Apple trying to get 30% of Ethereum gas fees?
That's
What do you
insane.
What do you think about
That's
that?
totally insane.
Do you think they really meant to do that? Is Coinbase just talking shit, or is like? My opinion is there's probably just some low-level app reviewer who doesn't understand, and they just told
Mm.
Coinbase this, and no
Oh
one at
yeah.
Apple gives a shit about Coinbase. So,
Hmm. I think so. I think
yeah.
so. Yeah.
Have you ever submitted an app to the App Store before in your engineering
No.
career?
No.
I've done it
I'm
many
not.
times.
Yeah.
Um, and
How was it?
It's terrible. They reject your app for the dumbest shit. And this was like I was doing like little games and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I will say, I sent so right after Julian Assange was big,
Mm-hmm.
that very first round of WikiLeaks state cables, right, from like different departments of state or whatever, diplomatic cables got leaked. I submitted an app to the App Store that had the cables in it, and you could search it, right? So it's like an interface to search the WikiLeaks dumps.
Yeah.
And it got rejected for like political content.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is such a long time ago. Anyway, fuck Apple. As I use a MacBook Pro.
Oh yeah.
But I have a Samsung Galaxy, so take that, Tim Apple. I love that nickname stuck with him.
Yeah.
I always see people on Twitter calling him Tim Apple. I think that's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
You know, that was a nickname Trump gave him.
Mm.
It wasn't even a nickname. Trump just accidentally called him Tim Apple, and that's fucking hilarious. It's not. I mean, Tim Cook is kind of a ridiculous name, so why not Tim Apple? Right?
Tim Apple. It's funny.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm really going off the rails today in my rants here, but speaking of these disintegrating power structures, Sam Bankman-Fried on Good Morning America, he's joining Twitter Spaces. He's doing all these interviews. Damn, this dude, like, I don't know if it's just me. He just seems evil. Like, there's something going in my brain when I see these interviews, and I'm like, wow, this dude is just evil. Like, his facial expressions, his body language. I don't know. Do you get that feeling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's not just me?
like, no. Like, he told some of I think there's a leak on the DM. He said, like, everything he did, like, he acted or he behaved before was like he did it on purpose because like that makes him look like, I don't know, like trustful or trustness.
Yeah. He's definitely, I don't think he's as good of an actor as he thinks he is. Because in these interviews, it's so obvious that he's like trying to look apologetic and he's trying to look innocent, and he's like, please, I made a oopsie whoopsie fucky wucky, and I accidentally stole $10 billion. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, this dude, and he's clearly still on like mega dose of Adderall and stimulants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What a piece of crap. Is my big question now is like, is this dude like actually just a Fed, or is he just being exploited by Feds? Because if you wanted to fuck with crypto, like, this is the perfect way to do it. Like, have this guy come out of nowhere, set up this huge exchange, be a total asshole, total piece of shit, promote the hell out of him, then have it all collapse and have him get away with it. What a great way to make everyone lose trust in crypto, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, is he actually a Fed? Is he just exploited by Feds? Is he just evil? I don't know, but this dude, like, this could be it for centralized exchanges. This could be it. We might be done with that. I saw the Binance, what was it, the COO yesterday gave some interview or was on Twitter Space or something, saying that in 10 years he thought Binance may no longer exist because it won't be needed. You know? I mean, that's a very interesting take, especially coming from Binance, to say Binance might not be around. But because, DeFi and things like that, you know, you just don't, what do you need a centralized exchange for? You know? DeFi works pretty good. The only problem is the automated market maker systems kind of don't seem to work. I don't know. I read some analysis about that a couple weeks ago. Have you ever seen that kind of stuff? People talking about what do you call it? Uniswap.
Mm-hmm.
He came up with the first AMM. It was Uniswap, right?
Uniswap. Yep.
Yeah. Basically saying that anyone who's ever LP'd lost money. That was like the analysis. The LPing just loses money over time.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like, why would you ever do it? Like, there's no reason to do it. I will say, like, Uniswap v3 with like targeted liquidity. Obviously, there's a lot more strategy that could be done.
Yeah.
Something like that. But anyway, the traditional AMMs like just lose money. So someone has to figure that part out. You know, on Phantom, it's always like we're gonna boost your pool with all this money. Okay, that works too. Phantom ecosystem way up this week, by the way. I don't know if you saw all that.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. But Phantom's still at like under 30 cents, right? So anyway, what was I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, centralized exchanges, SBF. So what? I mean, is this guy going to jail or what? That's the big question. Did he donate enough money to like no one's gonna give a shit?
Yeah.
Clearly, he needs to go to jail. So
he needs to, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, is anyone gonna arrest this dude? He's just free.
Yeah, that's weird.
And like, hey, Elizabeth Warren, you hate crypto so much or whatever, talking so much shit. Hey, guess what? We're on your side on this one. Go pick this dude up in the Bahamas and haul him before Congress. He testified before Congress before. It shouldn't be that hard. Go get his ass and let's string him up in the town square, and everyone will be happy.
Oh yeah.
You know, but I feel like people are being pretty quiet. Ay. This whole thing needs a freaking reset. By this whole thing, I mean
yeah,
world governments, all laws and regulations, the internet, Twitter, everything. Anyway, how about some good news? We have any good news?
In the crypto?
anything at all.
Nah.
How about GeoHot?
Oh yeah, GeoHot. I'm a huge...
He's doing an internship.
Yeah.
I just saw him tweeting about like coding at Twitter one day, and I was like,
oh yeah,
what is going on? So he's doing
I'm a huge GeoHot fanboy.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you know his name, how could you not be a fanboy? One of the most prolific, epic hackers of all time.
Yeah.
One of the first people to come up with the iPhone jailbreak, right?
Mm-hmm.
PS3 jailbreak?
3? Yeah.
Just a legendary guy. I think, like, wasn't he like 17 or something when he did the PS3 jailbreak?
Yeah.
It's just absolutely insane. So apparently now he's working at Twitter. I wonder how that happened. Do you think Elon just reached out to him?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I heard he used to work at... He was a contractor at the Tesla. And then he was about to do the autopilot thing. But... And then somehow, Elon tried to do more.
Yeah.
He kind of ignored the initial contract, and then like GeoHot got pissed, so that's why like he made the, self-driving car company by himself.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
that was the context, and then he kind of stepped down or like stepped up to, I don't know, stepped down from a CEO at his old self-driving car company, because that company looks doing really well.
Wow.
And then so he got bored, and then I think he reached out Twitter.
Yeah.
He reached out to Elon through his DM or whatever, and then he was like, and then next day he shaved all his head, and then he shaved his beard, and then like taking a selfie and then say, "Do I look hardcore enough to work at Twitter?" And then like he flew into San Francisco.
That's pretty based.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it seems like he's working on like search engine on the
yeah,
Twitter.
yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
Wow, what an interesting guy. Yeah. Wonder what made him want to work at Twitter so bad.
I don't know. I don't know.
Kind of odd.
Yeah.
Was it because of Elon? He liked Elon so much, or?
Yeah, probably. And also, like he wants to make kind of legendary moment, like anywhere. Yeah. Like he wants to do the mic drop. He said like, you know me, I won't be there for long term, but like at least like I can stay there like 8 weeks or so.
Oh, 8 weeks.
Yeah. So
cool.
he tried to investigate like dirty codes and then like make it faster or make it cleaner.
Cool. I mean, that must be interesting. Yeah, it's a moment in time as Elon takes over Twitter, so it's probably an interesting thing to be a part of.
Yeah.
Interesting. So he's doing self-driving car. I wasn't aware that he was doing self-driving car stuff. I mean, he wasn't on Twitter until recently, right? Like he just signed up for Twitter.
So. Right.
I think I was just reading about him every once in a while on Hacker News or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, that's some good news. Everyone go check out his Twitter, Real George Hots. The dollar is weakening, unfortunately. Something we talked about before on this show. The weakness of the yen. The yen regaining strength against the dollar. Now I think at the low 130s or something like that. Federal Reserve now. So here's how here's how like overtired the market is, I guess I would say. Is that Jerome Powell just saying that we might only raise rates by half a point was enough to weaken the dollar and start pumping assets. We're still raising the prime interest rate by a huge amount, half a point, but it's a quarter point less than we raised it last time. We might do this. Just that is enough. That and the market is too hot. But unemployment is rising, which is what they want. So I guess it's working. I guess it's time to cool. Is it time to dive back into assets? I mean, what is the dollar? Is this the peak of the dollar, or do you think? I don't know. What's next? What could they do next? Yield curve is still messed up.
Yeah.
I think on the macro scale, everything's messed up. Inflation seems like it's cooling. I don't know. It's hard to tell here in Japan because they really are treating it differently here.
Right.
The Japanese central bank is so different. Are you buyer? Are you buying Tesla shares or GME or gold or what are we? You still in cash?
Yeah.
You still USD bull?
USD bull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not buying it either. I think this is suckers. It's kind of suckers rally. If the interest rate is still going up, like I'll wait a little bit to buy. How about when they start cutting it, I'll buy.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean,
Sure.
like these are like seriously big macro events. Like, you know, cutting a raise by a quarter point isn't enough to get me back interested. Which makes me think there's still a lot of time left here in this cycle, and that the winter has just begun.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm hanging in there. I'm still in my inverse ETF on real estate. I think I talked about previously. My triple inverse ETF. Did I mention this on the show?
Which
There's probably
one?
some laws around disclosing my specific stock investments I should be more careful of. But anyway. Yeah, I'm still going Michael Burry over here and shorting the house.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah. Home building and like home sales and stuff is looking abysmal. So, you know, but they need to update my position. This ETF is not doing that good. So, they're uncorrelated markets. So, sorry, Mr. Burry. Still owe us those premiums on your short position. I love that movie. You like that movie, Big Short?
Yeah, Big Short. Yeah, one of my favorite. I think the director, the writer of that movie had been with SBF before everything happened for 6 months.
What?
So he's selling the rights
Hell
to
yeah.
do the movie.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's gonna be super interesting.
That is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
The Big Short 2. What are they? It's like,
Yeah, I mean, like perfect combinations.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so who's gonna
Who
be
is the
SBF
author? Yeah.
in the movie?
Someone said, who is it? Forgot his name.
Michael Cera.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
That could be good. Like if Jonah Hill lost some weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy who does the voice of Sonic in the Sonic movies, he would be good. I feel like he kind of looks like SBF.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget his name, but he played John Ralphio on Parks and Recreation, which I love that show as well. Big Short had amazing casting. I think that's my favorite part of that movie. Is that they got Ryan Gosling and what's his name from The Office, and Christian Bale. Just so many good actors. Brad Pitt. Anyway.
Yep.
Anyway, we're not buying yet. So Jerome Powell, you better keep raising those rates. Okay, not interested. What was up with this seed phrase Midjourney thing? Going back to AI, I saw some tweets about it. So someone stuck a seed phrase as an AI prompt and put the images on Twitter and was like daring people to try to guess it.
Yep. And then someone successfully recovered the seed phrase based on the Midjourney generated picture.
Wow.
It's so interesting. So basically, like they kind of like reverse engineered the image, try to get the password. Well, I mean, like seed phrase.
Yeah.
Super
How much did they get? It was like 0.5 ETH?
0.5 ETH? Yeah. In 24 hours.
That's not even a milady. But that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good old seed phrases.
Yeah.
Not your keys, not your coins.
Mm-hmm.
So people should have taken that crypto land video more seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I think the big lesson in everything that's happened the last month. By the way, the FTX collapsing, I saw a tweet yesterday that said that happened this month. Like that happened in November. It's like a very long November.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think it's not even like beginning of November. It's like middle of November. So
it's crazy.
It's been only like 2-3 weeks.
What an insane month.
I know.
What an insane month. There's got to be something, you know. I'm a little bit worried because I'm like, what's going to be the new thing that's going to get people excited for the next bull market? Because every bull market has something.
Yeah, NFT, DeFi.
Yeah, 2017 was ICOs.
Yeah.
Right? This most recent one, NFTs, DeFi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see, but like, it's usually something that was like kind of present in the previous bull run.
Yeah.
The previous cycle, but like not that, I don't know, not that prominent. Right? So there should be something that's happened recently that's going to be the next big wave, but I don't, what is it? What's the trend? Is it it can't be DeFi again. We already did DeFi, right?
Right. How about DAO related?
That could be it.
Yeah.
DAOs have been around for a little while though.
Mm-hmm. But like not getting
the DAO.
Yeah,
Remember
the enough attentions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it could be like some combination of like everything, like NFT, DAO, and then I don't know, DeFi related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe AI will get in on this somehow.
Yeah.
I've been thinking. There's got to be some nice intersection of AI and blockchain.
Yeah.
That like people really haven't looked at or thought about yet. Especially with these like big models going around, like Stable Diffusion.
Yeah.
Or there's some new one that came out, Niji Diffusion or something like that. Yeah. And like, you know, these models kind of have their own personalities, you know. It seems like in terms of the stuff that they can generate and the styles that they generate.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting, like that people now I've been seeing people like as they're doing the diffusion steps, they're switching models for like, oh, steps 1 to 10 use this model, then steps 10 to 15 use this model. You know, when you know the images appearing from the noise, they're like switching models on each step. It's quite interesting. I read an article about how Stable Diffusion works, by the way, and it really blew my mind. It's really disgusting.
Really?
How it works. Yeah. Have you looked into how it works?
No.
So they took images, and they added noise and they blurred them every step.
Yeah.
And then so what they did was they created a unblur and denoise function to take completely random noise and turn it into images. They trained it by taking images and adding blur and adding noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so it just takes complete static and generates images from it.
Oh, wow.
By denoising and deblurring, and that's it.
Wow.
And if you watch the individual steps, it's so crazy what it looks like in the middle, because it looks like stained glass or something.
Yeah,
it really looks like,
yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't seem, I don't know how to put this the right way, but it almost seems like supernatural the way the individual steps look.
Wow.
I don't know. It's freaking me out. All right. Well, anyway, I think that's it for this week. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
What a crazy week.
I know.
Ay. All right. Well, thank you for listening to Something About AI. Something about Elon. We'll be back next week or 2 weeks from now, whenever we decide to do it again. Whenever crazy shit happens. I'm Dan Lippert. I was here with Kazuaki.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, wait. Stop. Hey, wait. One more thing. Someone else started emailing me trying to get me to take a sponsor. I'll have more details on that next week. So if you're that person,
cool.
Prove that you listen to the show and email me. All right. Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye-bye.